Hello everyone, happy Friday. Friday dance, Friday dance, Friday dance. It's Friday, it's the end of the week. And because it's the end of the week, we are going to read a different book today. We are going to read the whole of the book. It is called The Toucan Brothers and it is by Freeman. Now this book is quite clever because the author has used something special when writing this book. So use your ears and see if you can work out what the author has done when writing this book. So it's called The Toucan Brothers. I will try really hard to show you the pictures. If I move that there, I will try really hard to show you the pictures as we go through because the pictures are great. So sit back and enjoy The Toucan Brothers. If I do like that. Yeah. When your loo's got the blues and the shower's running dry, when the sink's on the blink and the soap's in your eye, when you're wearing the cushions to cover your ears, to drown out the taps that's been dripping for years. In Tapton, everybody knows who to call. The fast plumbing toucans, Sammy and Paul. And there they are, Sammy and Paul. For a splish or a splash, they'll come in a flash. For a drip or a drop, they will come on the dash. Sammy and Paul have the plungers and spanners. They have the know-how and impeccable manners. For a job you just can't do, just call those who can. The twosome that do, the brothers Toucan. And there you look, see, they are very busy. That's their office by the looks of it. And that is their workshop. They are very busy toucans. Who finds Giraffe that 1 extra metre? And who installs Anteater's swanky new heater? Who will tell Mole that his tap wasn't on? And who will discover where Pig's boot has gone? There you go. He's taller than a giraffe. And when the job's done and they're certain they've fixed it, who will have tea with a chocolate biscuit? The answer is easy. It's Sammy and Paul. For no job is too big and no pipe is too small. One afternoon at Brothers HQ, the emergency phone rang. The red, not the blue. The line was to the mayor, quite in a pickle. The spout from his fountain reduced to a tickle. There we go. Oh, dear me. The birds arrived quickly with ladders and tools and a well-thumbed edition of good plumbing rules. But as they were working, they spied a van driving with letters announcing, "New plumber arriving." Oh no, competition for the brothers. The van pulled to a stop and a crowd gathered round. Out jumped a hat-wearing, tool-toting hound. He had gadgets that whirred and things that went beep, and he guaranteed all of his prices were cheap. Does that mean it's expensive or it's not expensive? What do you think? I'm top of the pipes and plumbing's my game. Call me whenever. Flash Rover's the name. Paul felt downhearted, but Sam said, "Don't fear. We've been honing our plumbing craft year after year. We're honest and good, and we do what we say. This dog may be cheaper, but better, no way." So cheaper means less expensive. But soon the bird's work had completely dried up. All of the customers pinched by that pup. Come a spurt or a spout, and that dog was about. And when something burst, he was always there first. Seems folks are just smitten by anything new. The birds were left jobless, with nothing to do. But what Paul didn't know, and what Sam didn't guess, was that cheeky mutt was just making a mess. He sealed up a crack using any old thing. He'd tie boilers together with big balls of string. He patched and he botched, he slapdashed and bungled. His shortcut he'd covered and muddled and fumbled. No wonder his work was much cheaper and faster. It was easy to see this would end in disaster. He's not making a very good job of things, is he? And sure enough, Croc's pipe sprang a leak. The pipe that the dog had fixed only last week. And 1 moment later, Pig's shower had burst, but not before Lizard's big boiler broke first. And out of Frog's window, 2 taps clearly flew. And let's draw a veil over poor Rabbit's loo. Oh no. All over Tapton, it seemed one by one that Flash Rover's jobs were coming undone. And look, absolute disaster. Oh no, what do you think they need to do? Help, cried the mayor, this dog is a fraud. As a plumber his work since disastrously flawed. His bite was apparently worse than his bark. We must get some help or we'll start building an ark. Tapton is drowning, we're right in a jam, and no one can save us but Paulie and Sam. While the 2 birds were touched by the pleas of the town, this was their home, they would not let it drown. And really, said Sammy, that dog is a menace, for everyone knows this is Tapton, not Venice. So they plugged up the leaks and they unclogged the drains. They cleaned out the pipes, kitchens, bathrooms and mains. They plumbed with aplomb, not a second too late, and rescued the town from a watery fate. They said to Flash Rover, you need a new plan. You can't do the job that the 2 of us can. And now that we've cleaned up your mess, you'll agree that Tapton just ain't big enough for the 3. Oh dear. Look at all that stuff that's gone in the tree. So when the loo's got the blues and the showers run dry, when the sink's on the blink and the soap's in your eye, when the plumbing is driving you round the U-bend, who are the twosome on whom to depend? Oh dear. He needs to go and work, doesn't he? He needs to do some learning. He needs to become better at his job. In Tapton, everyone knows who to call. The toucans that can do, Sammy and Paul. I really like that one. I like that a lot. And did you spot what Tor Freeman, the author, has done in that book? He has used rhyming all the way through the book, which is quite a difficult thing to do. So that was The Toucan Brothers by Tor Freeman. Hope you enjoyed and hope you have a lovely weekend.